Ever bought a cheap handheld scanner that promised fast reads but left you stuck with missed codes on the warehouse floor? I've been there. The disappointment of a low-price device that can't keep up with the rhythm of a busy shift makes you wonder if you're better off spending a little more upfront. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What makes the Zebra TC53 feel different is that it's built for the kind of non-stop scanning you see in retail backrooms, distribution centers, and field service routes, not just a hobbyist's weekend project. The moment I held it, the first thing I noticed was the 6-inch vivid touchscreen. It's bright enough to read in a sunlit loading dock, and the menu layout is organized the way an Android device should be. You tap, swipe, and you're in the app you need without hunting through nested settings. That kind of friction-free navigation matters when you're moving pallets and can't afford to stare at a tiny screen for 10 seconds. The core promise of any barcode computer is speed and precision, and the TC53 delivers that with a dedicated scanner module that reads both 1D and 2D codes in a flash. In a trial run with a mock inventory list of 200 items, the device was able to lock onto dense, curved barcodes on product packaging that my old scanner missed entirely. The read rate stayed consistent even when I angled the device quickly, which tells me the autofocus system is tuned for real-world motion, not just static lab conditions. Wireless connectivity is another place where cheap alternatives stumble. The TC53 supports Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth, and during my testing the Wi-Fi handshake took less than a second, even in a crowded network environment. That means you can push scanned data to a cloud inventory system almost instantly, keeping your back-office data fresh without a lag that could cause duplicate entries. For anyone who relies on real-time updates, think field technicians logging equipment serial numbers on site, that reliability is a game-changer. Ruggedness is a buzzword you hear a lot, but the TC53 really backs it up. The casing meets IP67 standards, so it can survive a dip in water or a tumble onto concrete without losing functionality. I dropped it from waist height onto a concrete slab while wearing gloves, and the scanner still lit up and read the same barcode flawlessly. If your daily routine includes the occasional slip, that durability translates into fewer replacement cycles and lower total cost of ownership. The dual cameras are a subtle but useful addition. The rear camera, at a modest resolution, captures clear images of pallets, equipment tags, or even a quick snapshot of a damaged part that you can attach to a work order. The front camera serves well for selfie-style verification when you need to prove you were at a specific location, a feature that compliance teams appreciate. While the cameras aren't meant to replace a dedicated DSLR, they give you enough visual context to enrich the data you're already collecting. Now, no device is perfect, and the TC53 has a few practical trade-offs. First, the price point is higher than a generic handheld scanner you might find on a discount site. That upfront cost can make smaller shops hesitate, especially if they only need occasional scanning. Second, because it runs Android, you'll need to manage apps and updates like any other smartphone. For businesses without an MDM, mobile device management, solution, that can add a layer of IT overhead. Lastly, the battery, while solid for a typical 8-hour shift, does drain noticeably if you keep the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on full blast while also using the cameras. Planning a nightly charge routine is wise, but if you need a device that lasts 2 full days without plugging in, you may want to look at a model with a larger battery pack. Who should buy the Zebra TC53? If you're a warehouse manager, a retail stock associate, or a field service engineer who needs to scan thousands of items a day, the blend of fast barcode reading, robust connectivity, and rugged construction makes it a sensible investment. It also suits businesses that want to capture visual evidence alongside scan data, think quality inspectors who photograph defects as they log them. On the other hand, if you're a hobbyist who just wants to scan occasional barcodes for a personal project, or a small boutique store that only processes a handful of items per day, the cost and management overhead may outweigh the benefits. A cheaper, consumer-grade scanner could meet those light-duty needs without the extra bells and whistles. In terms of everyday workflow, the TC53 shines when you integrate it with an inventory app that leverages its Android